My gosh, I'm so excited to be here with you guys. It is so beautiful. I am in Tulsa, Oklahoma right now. And if you know me, I'm a global digital nomad. So I'm usually traveling around the world somewhere. But right now, I am in Tulsa, Oklahoma as part of the Tulsa Remote Program. So there were some places that started bringing remotes in and they gave you a stipend of a sort to move to those locations. Tulsa is one of them. I think Tulsa was the first in the US. So I traveled on a remote year outside the state. We'll talk about that in a second. But tulsaremote.com if you're interested in a remote opportunity. That's where I'm at. So let's see about me. I was born in London. I grew up in New York City. I'm an entrepreneur. I've been a lifelong entrepreneur. I was an entrepreneur before the word was chic, before people even knew how to spell it. And I'm sure there's some people that are like, still don't know how to spell it. Anyway, my mother raised me to always control my income. So with that, it put me on a path to seeking opportunities that were outside of a traditional job, traditional 9 to 5 employment, 7 to 11, 3 to 5, whatever those hours are that people work. My mother was a nurse by night and an Avon woman by day, and that's how I made my allowance. I got my allowances by helping with the Avon. So I took the book to school, give it to your friends, they give it to their moms, or you visit your friends, bring it to their moms. Then you bring back the book with the orders, and then you fill out the order sheet. Then the order comes, and you do inventory. You bag it, you distribute it, you collect the money, you reconcile the books, and you do it all over again. So I learned entrepreneurism at an early age, and now um, the benefits of being an entrepreneur from a young age have allowed me to have a life as a global citizen, being able to travel because now people with COVID are learning how to function in a transitional employment world. While that was the life I lived all my life. So, you know, my daughter's like, "Oh, mom, you're good with this transition." Yep, it's not even a transition. I've been waiting for you guys to get here. I feel like I've been living in the future and I'm just waiting for people to arrive at the future. And now I feel like people are arriving and it's really exciting. And that takes me to Tulsa because being in Tulsa, the energy is just like that. There is so much activity around entrepreneurism, futurism, living, doing, being, connecting, sharing, development of resources, ideas, in incubation to fruition. So many projects and resources here to take you into that life. So, again, oh, another promo for Tulsa. Yay! So I'm the Jackie Jones, host of the Jackie Jones Challenge to Living the Life of Your Dreams, where I interview successful people for tips, tricks, and techniques on successful living. Over the years, now I did that show, I started doing that in about 2004. In 1999, it's 1999? Something around it. When was 9/11? It was that in 2000? But anyway, my son was 12, and I sent him to live with his dad, and he was in a tragic accident. He was hit by a car, thrown 50 feet, landed on his head, was in a coma for 28 days. Yes. Okay. The doctor said he's not going to make it. And I was like, he's going to make it because I need him to make it. But, you know, during that time, I stayed at the hospital those days. I wasn't going home. I think I might have went home one time. They're like, Dad, you must have been funky. No, I can laugh about it now, but at that time, I couldn't even tell the story without crying. So this is a first. This is a first you're hearing this insider personal stuff here. So, doctors were like, he's not going to live. And I was like, okay, but I was in constant contact with my savior. And he was like, don't worry about it, because my conversations were, thank you for giving me my son. I understand that he's a gift, and you've given him to me for a period of time. And if you so desire to take him, I understand. But if you choose to allow me to keep him, please return him to me whole. And he returned to me. He wasn't whole. He had traumatic brain injury. But, for the most part, you really don't know if you look at him. But when you talk to him, you're like, something, mm, something a little off. But he's a nice kid. Yeah, he's nice sometimes. So that's my son with brain injury. Then I have a daughter that's my phenomenal creative genius designer. She's a fashion designer, educated, and she's a creative soul. She's an artist, and she paints. And she's a joy. She's my joy to be around. And if you meet her, you'll love her too. That's my Jax. Um, what else? So, with my son now being disabled, um, I got online, and I mean, I have so many friends, thousands of friends that I made online, and many I have not met yet. But there's one, Erica, and we were friends. And when I met her, I think she had like 2 kids, and now she has 10. So that tells you how long I've known her. And now her kids are grown. So she's had some that have graduated college. And the youngest one, I'm not sure how old. Let me see. That'd have been about how many years ago? They're probably close to an adult. But anyway, that took me online into this world of pre-internet era, which is now people are being thrown into um, with this pandemic, having to take your businesses online and change who you are as a brand and a person. So, Jackie Jones Challenge, Living the Life of Your Dreams, is letting you know, if you didn't figure it out, if you have remote work, this opens up the world to you too becoming a digital nomad, a global citizen, a traveler, experiencing things around you, because you're able to now redesign how you live. And if you need a little bit more detail on that, you can get with me after the program and we can talk about what that would look like for you. But basically, it looks like for everybody that you have the chance to be who you want to be. And you always had that chance to be who you want to be. But I think with the pandemic, it's allowing more people to step into who they want to be, who they desire to be, who they know they were created to be. So I am your accountability coach. I'm challenging you to step it up, to step into that life that you know you were created to live, to step into that being that you were created to be. I say that I'm a spirit having a human experience. My experience is fabulous, okay? Because I choose it to be fabulous. I show up as who I want to be, and people receive me as that. So you need to start showing up as who you are and not as that other person, that fraud, that fake, that whoever that is, because the person inside you is bubbling to get out, just dying to get out. Let me out. Get me out of this box. Chop that box up and throw it away. Come out here. It's fun. The water is warm, as they say, or cold if you like it, whatever. It's the way you want it. Okay? I'm a mermaid. I like the water. I don't swim, so that's why I know I'm a mermaid. I'm part human and part fish. Well, they say humans swim. Whatever. I like the water. Okay. I enjoy my bubble bath time and self care time. I digress. Again, that's a part of living the life of your dreams. You can choose to do what you want to do when you want to do. So if you feel like going swimming in the daytime, as long as you did your work or whatever you're responsible to get done to yourself, because you have to be your personal accountability coach. I could be your external accountability coach that requires you to do the things that you told me you needed to get done, that you require of me to assist you to get done. Okay, we're going to get them done because I don't have time to keep going around and around with you trying to do the same thing. Okay, travel. There's things to do, places to see, people to see, things to do, foods to eat, cultures to explore, life to live. Okay. You know what? I think I'm gonna cut this early. Is she listening to me? She said, "Nope, you got 30 minutes. Don't stop now." I don't know what my time is, and I'm scared to touch anything because I don't want to lose you guys. And I feel like I've been going on for quite some time now. I need a time check. I should have started with a clock. Let me see. I've only been on for 10 minutes. What did the other people talk to you about? For thank you for that time clock. I needed that. What did the other people talk to you about for 30 minutes? I'm not sure. Were they teaching you something? I wish I had a box here. Can we chat? Is there a chat here? I need to talk to somebody. I can't do this by myself. I mean,
Lost. Jackie, we lost you.
I'm
There
like,
she is.
I said, what in the world did people talk to you about for 30 minutes?
You got it all done quick.
Yes, because we don't have time to lose talking for 30 minutes. We don't need 30 minutes of motivation. I told you what to do. Go do it and come back. I'll give you another 15 next time. We'll follow up.
So tell us about your accountability coaching and, really what that looks like.
That looks like that. We will sit down and determine what you're trying to do. You're going to tell me what it is that you want to have done. and we will agree to how we'll proceed to get this done. So basically, say for instance, you had to this is an easy one. You're getting married and you want to lose 100 pounds in 90 days. Now, we're going to tell you that's not possible or healthy to do. Okay, so there are parameters. Don't come to me and think we're going to do magic. But, say I do have someone I'm working he wants me to look for a location for his honeymoon in January. So for instance, say that was the wife looking to lose weight. So now we're going to have check-ins weekly or whatever we agreed to. You said you're going to tell me what it is and I'm going to follow along. So you told me you're going to go to the gym twice a week, Tuesday, Thursday. I'm going to make sure you go to gym Tuesday, Thursday. And if you don't, we're going to have consequences that we agreed that were consequences. I can't make them for you because it won't be effective for you unless it's something that you personally buy into. So, you know what I mean? So we're going to
Mhm.
determine about around you what that looks like and we'll put it in place. It works wonders. I have people that love me. They'll never leave me because we get it done in a gentle way where you're not beating yourself up for what you did or didn't do, but we're going to show you how to love yourself through the accomplishment of the goal. Because a goal is a moving target. It's not like sports. They're not
Yeah.
like goalposts that are standing there. If you're really truly moving towards a goal, it's moving. It should be
Right.
progressing. Your goal
Yeah.
shouldn't be so simple that you achieve it today. Those are steps. We have to learn to use proper vocabulary to determine what we're trying to get to. And that's another thing too. I'm big on words. I'm a linguist. I love words. And if you use words properly, they inspire you and they build you up as a person. But oftentimes people use words. We learn most words in context, how we learn to use them, which is often wrong.
It's true. Sometimes I watch TV and I hear people, even newscasters, I hear them talk and I'm like, I don't think you know the meaning of that word, or you're not using that word correctly.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. So that's my accountability to you. We're going to work with your needs, fill in the gaps, and take you to where you want to be, not where I want to be. I'm where I want to be. Okay, where am I? Get the camera right. Where's my? Okay, over there. Got it.
So if I wanted to live the life of my dreams like you are and travel and be this global citizen, um, tell me what are some of the positives? I know what they are, but you can just tell the audience what are some of the positives and what are some of the negatives?
Well, for me, the positives are exploring new cultures, customs, and cuisines. My favorite three C's.
Hmm.
I love. In 2013, Disney contracted me to be a foreign trainer in Beijing, China. So they relocated me to China. So started my love of Asia. But I was born in London, and my parents are from Jamaica, so I've had those experiences: New York, the Caribbean, Europe, and then Asia. Was just the warm place that I love because I'm a beach baby. And did I go off topic? What was the question? I got so
Positives
excited.
and negatives to being this global citizen.
So travel is one. But like I said, customs, cultures, and cuisines. You get to experience all of those, and that's why I do it. And then I'm a sustainable traveler, so I'm not just out there traveling to lay on the beach and take Instagram photos or social media pics. I'm out there working in the communities. So when we were in Bali for Genius instruction for Genius School, and we worked with the local, I think it was kids from an orphanage actually, and they came in and told us what project they wanted to work on, and it was the shoreline. So they wanted to do a cleanup project. And then they have Green School Bali out there too. People with children that want to have thought leaders created. Green School Bali. Google that. Amazing school in Bali. These kids run the school. It is fabulous, amazing. I donated to them. You can donate too. And my name is on one of the beams in the building. I said, how many beams does it take for a room? I need that.
Yeah.
I want to donate that because it was only $100.
Wow.
Yes, and my name's Jackie Jones. I put Jackie Jones, the Jackie Jones, because I know that's me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Up there. But I think it's an amazing opportunity. Are we running out of time?
No, no, no.
Okay.
I'm writing it down so I can show
Oh
people.
yes, look at Green School Bali.
Is that right? Green
Uh,
School Bali.
Green School Bali, yes, fabulous. So yes, I'm a sustainable traveler. So when I travel, I'm looking for opportunities to give back and work in the community. So I want to go to the Philippines. They have five. They have five amazing islands. I think there might be more, but I've been given the name of five amazing islands I have to go to, and they have a beach cleanup program that I want to go and participate in
Oh,
over
that's
there.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you go somewhere, give back,
Of
donate.
course, of
You know, when
course.
I was in Vietnam, there was a lady outside my apartment every day selling wares. I would buy something every day. You know what I mean? It's big deal. I didn't even need it. Here, just
Yeah.
give it to someone else. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
but just giving to the community, to the direct community, because often people come in as tourists, and you tour and you visit and you spa, and you don't really get the true, authentic taste of a country. So when I travel, I like to stay at least a month because I want to get ingrained in a society. I don't want to
Mhm.
just go for 2 weeks. You really don't get to see anything. After a couple weeks, they see you. Guards get let down, foods get opened up, things to do. Yeah, and if you get to go with a cool group, because I was on a remote year trip and there was 20 of us, and we were pretty, cohesive, and it was all ages from 20 to retired.
Yeah.
It was a nice
So if
trip.
somebody wants to know how to do that, they can contact you as well.
Yeah, if they want to know how to do that, yeah. Oh, and then you said, so the great things are that the travel, and you have to be open. Like, if you don't like trying new foods, you're gonna have a hard time going to some countries.
Right.
Everywhere doesn't
Right.
have McDonald's. I mean, there are places, but why do you want to go to another country and eat fast food from where you came from? I don't get
Right.
that.
I don't either.
I don't get that. So you have to be adventurous. And then the negative things are, you're far away from your family, so you may get lonely and you miss your family. And heaven forbid, if something happens and you need to come back, what happened? We had to come back in the pandemic, or you get hurt. But I tell you, Asian hospitals are awesome. I happened to have foot surgery when I was there, broke my toe. We went on a 6,000 step hike. I didn't know it was actual steps. I thought it meant,
Oh,
like steps, but it was
yeah.
actual steps. Yeah, up into the sky. You're walking past clouds.
Yeah.
True Asian stuff. And then I did that, and I came back down, and the next day I'm walking to work, and my foot goes in a pothole, in some kind of hole, and I break my toe.
Oh no.
Imagine that. But I had surgery, and it was an amazing experience. Their hospitals was like a one-bedroom apartment. They
Uh-huh.
even gave me an IE that is like your housekeeper. She was there with me 24/7. She was in the next
Wow.
room. I mean, if I even turned in my bed, she was right there. It
Wow.
was just, and then they were always peeking in on me. I don't know who they thought I was, but yes, it's me. I'm here, the Jackie Jones. Yes, I'm here. And when I left, they brought me a dozen roses, and the staff came and took pictures with me. I just felt like
Oh.
super royalty. And then I
Mhm.
asked my IE, could I take her home with me? And she
Yeah.
said, no, she worked at the hospital. But when she got back to my high rise, she said she wanted to. I said, you want to stay now, huh? You thought I lived in one of them Hutong things, huh? No, girl, I got a doorman and everything. Jefferson's moving on up here.
Oh my goodness. But yeah,
So
you
people
would,
need to adventure out and live your life.
adventure, travel teaches you so much.
Oh, yeah.
It teaches you so much, and you have no idea what you don't know unless you're
Yes.
out there traveling around and
Hmm. Yeah,
seeing
and being
seeing
open,
and being
being
open.
open to the experience.
But what you need to realize is everyone's the same, no
Yeah.
matter where you
Yes.
go. We all live in homes, we all have families, we all cook dinner for our families, we all have kids that we send to school. Everyone's the same, So they might eat different foods because that's their culture and
Right. And that's what's
that's what's
available.
available.
Yeah.
Jinx,
Yeah.
that's what's available to them.
Yes. Listen,
um,
I love island food. Fruits, the best fruits in the world. And it's
yeah,
so much healthier because you're not consuming so many, what is it, pre-produced, packaged, you know,
right.
transitioned products.
I know.
So,
Tell us a
yeah.
little bit about what you're working on right now in Tulsa.
So, yeah. So right now I'm in Tulsa, and I joined the remote program in January. Um, and and this was the centennial year of the Tulsa massacre. So with the Tulsa massacre, now they're working on rebuilding Black Wall Street, and bridging the gap that has been made, and mending fences and all this kind of thing. So it's a lot of energy right now going on in Tulsa with that. So the development is awesome. You're just meeting so many people with so many skills and talents that are coming to the table to build up this new ecosystem, and it's an exciting time, an exciting place to be. So if you have an inkling of somewhere to go, if you have a skill that's remote work, like you're not tied to a desk and chair job, then I would consider applying to the program. They give you $10,000 to relocate. It's not a lot of money, but it can help with a move. You
Yeah.
know, Come down and see it before. I visited in November, and I just wanted to wait until the end of the year. I started the year fresh here in January, and it's been amazing. And it's so much to do. I live along the riverside, so the Arkansas River, I guess, runs along side of Tulsa. So I live off the riverside. The weather is perfect today. I'm at a beautiful apartment complex that I absolutely love. The management, um, new pool. They got the barbecue pits, the ones like you have at home, the beautiful big silver one with all the buttons that I don't know what to do. You
Yeah.
know, but yeah, it's been really great, and I think I'm going to be grounded. I'm not gonna do any international flights for probably a couple years because for a person that travels, it's a lot that's happening. And for me, my goal, my big, hairy, audacious goal, BHAG, is to go to all 193 United Nations member states.
Oh, wow.
People go, "How many do you have so far?" I'm like 20. But you got to think about it. If I had finished my trip last year, when I left in November, I went to Indonesia. Then in December, I was in Vietnam. January was in Thailand. February in Japan. March, we were in Malaysia. And the pandemic hit mid-month, so everybody started leaving, and I
Right.
came back to the U.S. And then from Malaysia, I was supposed to go to Europe to my brother's birthday. And then I was going to do South America in the spring. I was going to rail through Europe in the summer, and that's 40 countries. So you can rack up a lot of countries real quick in some countries.
Yeah.
Um, and then I would have ended off the year finishing up the rest with the A's. Australia, New Zealand, and Africa, because I want to do Africa for Christmas because I heard that's their summer.
Yes. Yeah. Below the
Yes,
equator. Right.
yes.
Oh,
So
that
that was the
sounds
itinerary.
amazing. Yeah.
So I don't think I'll resume that, like I said, till after 2023, and I'll see what's happening with what's happening. But that's
Yeah.
the itinerary. Anyone who wants to join along, call me.
And if you go to at the Jackie Jones Instagram, you can just follow
Hmm.
her and see all of her amazing photos and everything that's
Yeah.
going on with her
And I
and
haven't
her
posted much
travel.
lately yet, but I'm about to post updates on the economic development work I'm doing here in Tulsa, and so you get updated pictures. I don't really post my travel so much because like I said, I don't travel for the fun. I take pictures, but it's more for the work.
For the work. Right,
Yeah,
right.
I don't want people to get
So,
confused.
what would you? I mean, story of your mom is pretty amazing, and how you were helping her. I actually had a job when I was a kid. A lady up the street put together like circuits for computers. You know,
Mm,
she'd get the circuits and she'd get those big fat wires that used to be in the
yes.
computers, and I'd slide the circuits on and I'd snip the things and I'd weld them on there,
Yes.
and it was crazy. And I made like 3 cents per circuit or something. I don't know. It was insane, but it was a great way to make money. And
Mm-hmm.
none of my friends were working, and I always had
Right.
money, and I could go and buy stuff. So what would you tell the woman who is maybe thinking like, I want to have my own business, or I want to be an entrepreneur, but I'm scared.
Oh my God. I would tell her, be scared of working. Be scared of anyone controlling your income. Be scared of anyone that has the power to make you unemployed tomorrow. Be scared of letting someone else control your finances. Be scared of anyone that controls you. I thought it was a fly. I mean, I don't know what it was. Listen. If you're not in control, be scared, because the only one that's in control is God. And I don't know where everybody feels on the spectrum with that, but that's for me what I know. And but for what I know, I'm here to do an assignment, and my assignment is to, I'm taking my shades off, honey, because I'm gonna let you know I'm here. I'm here to do an assignment, and my assignment is to bless everyone that I come in contact with. Okay, because I'm already blessed. I don't need nobody to bless me, because nobody can bless me but God. And guess what? The only one that can bless you is you. And unless you're good with you, you can't be good with the world in this life. I'm
Right.
good with me. I love me some me, honey. If it doesn't resonate through this phone, change your phone. Change your phone, because I love me, and you need to love you as much as I love me. And don't expect somebody else to love you the way you love you, because nobody can love you until you love you. Because if you hate you, then that aura, we are energy. We are energy. And you've been in, and you walked into a room in a space and it didn't feel right, and you just knew, ooh. And sometimes people take this too far with that, oh, I don't like her, and you haven't met her.
Yeah.
You give the person a chance, because that energy might be the energy you needed to knock out some energy you've got. So for
Right.
me, I always make sure I meet the person, and I don't just go on that, because it could be any sort of reason why that's happening. They may be off, you may be off. They could, at the end, you could be best friends and say,
Yep.
"Oh my God, the first time I saw you, I thought I wouldn't like you."
Uh-huh. That's happened to me so many times.
It happens to me all the time because I know I have a resting bitch face. It's gotten better lately. You know, when you live in New York, you have to have that
Mm,
face that looks like
mhm.
don't even.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I don't live there anymore, so my face is not as tense as it used to be. But you know what I mean. So it could have been that situation, or and then my face, I can't control my face. My face tells all the time. I just
Yeah,
have
yeah.
that very animated face. So if I don't like it, I try
You're gonna
not
see
to.
it. Yeah. I'm the same
Yeah,
way. I'll be like,
yeah, that's our bullshit detector going off.
mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. Jackie, thank you so much for
Thank
joining me and taking
you.
time out.
Thank
And we
you.
need to connect outside of this somehow and
Yes.
do something different, maybe a different show or a podcast or something like that. I
Yes,
think would be really great.
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. And any of the listeners, if I can be of assistance to you in any way, let me know. My website should be going up. Like I said, I'm out here doing the work because I've done the work for me. So now it's just like, what do they call it? It's drip.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm ready to ship. It's I'm doing it anyway, so it's not like I'm doing anything different.
Right.
It's just like I'm including you on the process, and I'd love to include you and get you to where you want to be. Get you to be like Lisa when you grow up. She's amazing.
Thank you, my dear.
Thank you, my dear.
I will speak to you soon.
Talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.